Falcons, exciting times in Atlanta. Their third trip to the Super Bowl, and obviously, Charles, they want to erase the bad memories from the last time they were there against Tom Brady and the New England Patriots.
That's the one that sticks out for all Falcons fans. That's the one that's...
Entering Play Now screen, you have 6 options. Resume is selected. Entering Play
NFL
Call.
fans have come back for the ages by the Patriots.
Onside.
But this is the third time for the Falcons, 0-2. Remember, first time, Super Bowl 33, they lost to John Elway and the Broncos in Miami. They want their first title in this one.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know, maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt. That can really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
Categories.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself, thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Oh no, his first throw of the Super Bowl is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
So a long field ahead for the Falcon offense as they head out.
Entering play call.
And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. We harken back to Dan Marino. Another superstar made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
Here's 2nd and 7. Ritter off the play fake. And complete to Drake London. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. This is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out in the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
There are 3 categories. You have 12 options. Slants,
here's 2nd and 3. To throw here, O'Connell. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. It's the first time that they looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down of the play. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas. And we are back and ready to go for the 2nd quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. 2nd and 7. First.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Entering play. Stick. Y stick. Smash return.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. Ritter will throw for it. They'll roll him out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out
Entering
there.
play.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Entering play
48
now.
yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Entering play.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards of first down, that fits the bill.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
Entering play call, cover 2-man, TN mesh spot, digs Y corner, spot, AHD slip screen.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's O'Connell. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That one deep for London. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Right where they set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Ritter throwing on third down. Flush to his right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Ritter. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking picking up 26 yards.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half.
Entering base.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Cordero Patterson on the loose. He will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter. And boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A first down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's second down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Another toss play begins with the guy taking the snap to turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. That one deep for London. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Second and 10. That one deep for London. It's caught inside the 25. It's a great play there for Atlanta. 62 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Desmond Ritter, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
They attempted the fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing that perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
Nifty move. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. O'Connell. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Throwing, O'Connell.
Touchdown Raiders! Devontae Adams from 6 yards away.
And the Raiders are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still
Entering
open a
play
little
call.
bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
HD power. D-spot.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2.
O'Connell's throwing for it.
And he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
There he goes left side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
To hit predictions, HB stretch is selected.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Entering cover 2 man. There are 9 categories.
Here's first and 10.
Cover 2 man is selected.
Now O'Connell. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Entering play call, cover 2 man. There are 9 categories. You have 8 options. Cover 2 man is selected.
So it's Raider
play
football
call,
as we get you
man.
reset.
There are 9 categories.
They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score.
O'Connell. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Entering play call.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this. Back-to-back completions to the big targeted tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
Here's O'Connell.
He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Run inside zones, close zone est, AHB dive, inside zone split, AHB/FK and guard. Cover 2 man. There are 9 categories.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical third down here.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Entering
I love those
play.
plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And they go play action here with O'Connell. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Entering play.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Off the play fake. O'Connell. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. And it's over. The Lombardi Trophy belongs to the Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons are the Super Bowl champions.
This team, you'll see their picture. That your name will be a part of it.